Having humility to understand when I'm wrong. When I'm wrong, take a loss, start all over. I have stood in the pits on several days, and I've come in with positions that were probably a little bit more risk than I wanted them to have. I've started the day out trading wrong, and I've stepped back. I've gone and washed my face and gone back in the pit and started all over again making markets just like it was a new day. People would look at me and say, "What are you doing?" I said, "I'm starting the day over again." My first part of the day was horrible. And then I started trading and doing fine. I took losses when I needed to take them, and I started all over. If you think, for an instance, that when you put a strategy on, and now it's going against you, and now your legs are starting to shake, you're starting to tap this table, or maybe you're having a cigarette, or you're doing some little quirk that you do when you get tensed or stressed. Scratch your head, scratch your hand. You're doing something, I promise you. When you do that, that means that you're hoping. You're hoping that that position is going to be a winner. Hope does not work in the financial markets. Hope is something that you do when you go to church, and you pray, and you have faith. I don't want you to have faith. I want you to keep praying, but not for your positions. Remember, you have to treat the option gods with all the fairness there is that you can give them. And that means preparation, that means understanding, and that means discipline. And that's what I want you to learn. I want you to understand it, and then I want you to implement it. You cannot wait for things to come back, because they will not come back. I promise you. I promise you, I promise you. I had an individual that was my broker for stock, and I put in a buy one day, and they sold it. And instead of them buying the stock for me, they sold it. The next day when the stock didn't hit my sheets, I asked them, "Where's my stock buy?" "Oh, it's in there. It'll be there tomorrow." Day 2 goes by. There's no stock in my account. Stock continues to go up. Day 3 goes by. "Where's my stock buy?" "It's still not my account. It's a sell." Well, on the 4th day, the brokerage house, which is a good friend of mine, told me that they made a mistake, and they were hoping for the stock to come back down so they could buy it and scratch the trade and give me my original position. 3 days of waiting, 3 days of hoping, 3 days of praying ended up costing me $100,000 because I could not have them lose their job because they were a good friend of mine. So I'm telling you, understand all these little principles because they'll be valuable when you go forward in trading.